Here's an update on my Girsan Yavuz 16. I've had a couple people ask me to do a range update on this. This is the Girsan Yavuz 16, Regard 16 I think it's called as well. It's a Turkish copy of the Bread and 9mm. If you haven't already seen my initial review of the gun, click on this link right here and I'll show you a little more about it and a few more up close pictures so you can see all the fine detail on this thing as well. I've put about 500 rounds through this thing now, so I get a pretty good feel for it, and I've definitely figured out some things I like about it, and there are a few things that I don't like so much about it. The first thing I really like about it still is the grip, the feel in your hand. It's got a great weight to it. The finger grooves fit your hand nicely. Everything that you need to reach is right where it needs to be for you to reach it. Your decocker safety is all right there, and you know, even your slide release you can still reach from your shooting position too. So the ergonomics of the gun are A1 awesome. But there is a difference between the feel of the gun and the way it feels in your hand. Super good in the hand, but as I've been shooting it, I now have a IWI Jericho 941, which I've been shooting a little bit today, and if you want to see that gun, click on this link here. It is another really good 9mm. As I'm shooting both of them, I've realized I don't like the feel of this one as much. The trigger is not perfect. There's some to be desired with the pull on the trigger. You know, both in the double action and in the single action, neither one is very sharp, and it's not the best feeling trigger. The second thing, I find when this thing actually goes boom and the slide pulls back, there's actually a lot of recoil. I'm not sure what it is about it, but you can almost feel the entire gun cycle from start to finish. And there's a lot of other guns you pull and you feel like a little jolt, you know, from the slide moving and doing its thing. This one here, it's a whole process, and you feel the whole thing start to finish. So I'm not a huge fan of the way it feels firing. Aside from that, I've never had one malfunction with this gun yet. It has performed perfectly. Every time I pulled the trigger, it's done what I want to. It's very accurate, it's very quick, easy to use, easy to take down. I mean, everything is great about it. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the way it feels when you shoot it. I don't know. There's just something kind of funny about it with the other pistols I've shot. This is not the best feeling one. That being said, I'm going to do a little bit of shooting. I'm going to shoot some targets, just do a couple groups of 10, see what I can do from about 25 yards. This isn't a very big pistol bay, but there's all kinds of stuff in here to play with, so I decided to shoot in here today. So I'm just going to do a couple close range groups for you, and then we'll try a few double taps and some steel, and just I can show you how the gun shoots. Well, I just kind of blew through that real quick. You can see it's not, alright, well maybe I'm not shooting the best today, but you know, everything's within the red aside from one. So that's not horrible, but let's go back and shoot the other 10. Maybe I'll take my time a little more. Shoot some steel out there, see if I can go 10 for 10. I think that was 10 for 10. How about some double taps down on the gong? think I'm shooting a little bit low. It shoots a little bit low. So, you know, I'm a little torn about this gun. I do like it, but I'm not a huge fan. I can't put this in the upper echelon of the favorite guns I own. If I based it on just how it feels and looks as just a gun by itself without actually shooting it, I would probably give it higher marks. It's decent, accurate. It doesn't feel that great to shoot. I don't know if Berettas feel that way. If they do, I'll probably never buy one of those either. There are much better guns to shoot out there.